What did you get for your birthday?
There you go.
I got a picture of me and my dad. Recently, my dad had passed away with cancer.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I got a picture of me and him.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
great.
my.
Okay, so how recently did your dad pass away?
Sounds like pretty recent.
November.
Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that.
It happens.
It happens. Wow, what do you say to something like that? I don't know.
Can I do something? I don't know if you know me. I'm on YouTube, kind of a famous guy, kind of a big deal. If you Google Ethan Klein or H3H3, you'll find me. I want to buy you a birthday present.
Oh, that's so sweet of you, Ethan.
You don't have to.
No, I want to buy you something special. It's such a special birthday for you, and I just feel like I really want to do something special for you. Well, what's your favorite store to shop at?
American Eagle or Postal.
You know what? You email me. I'm gonna buy you $1,000 gift card to American Eagle.
Oh wow!
Wow!
I want you to have a good birthday. I really do want you to have a good birthday.
He will do that.
That is so sweet.
Happy birthday!
And I want you
Happy birthday!
And I want you to go and have a really great time shopping and buying whatever you want. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so send that email. Okay, don't forget.
Happy birthday!
Don't
Sweet.
forget to send that to me. Okay.
Happy birthday, guys! Happy birthday!
Thank you so much. Yeah,
Bye, girls.
You're probably the nicest person we met on here.
What is up, everybody? Alex speaking here. Today I wanted to highlight something that often gets overlooked. All the good deeds Ethan Klein has done over the years. Every time the show goes on break, it feels like a bunch of hate videos start to roll in. So I wanted to get ahead of the negativity and give something positive for the community to enjoy. Those of us who have been a long-time viewer know that Ethan Klein's a good dude. That first clip I played really captures that. You can really see it in his eyes, the empathy that he has for someone he just met. There Ethan is sitting at his podcast with his mom and his dad, and he just heard the news that some girl lost her father. And in that moment, you could tell he knew in his heart that he had to do something. And in honor of Ethan's generosity, all revenue earned from this video is going to go to the Esperanza Immigrants' Rights Project, especially in light of the recent ICE activity here in California. Keep in mind that there's probably a lot of good things that Ethan does that we do not see. It is more likely than not that Ethan has donated a lot to charities, organizations, and people that we just don't see on camera. What I'm showing you here is just a small glimpse into his character. Alright, now without further ado, let's jump into the rest of Ethan Klein's good deeds. This next clip takes us back to the start of COVID lockdown, with unemployment at a record high. Ethan stepped up to help those who had lost their jobs.
I do want to announce something going on our Twitter called Help. Hila and Ethan Lazy Philanthropy. Go ahead, Genius Hilo. How do you say it?
Dan, how do you say it?
Philanthropy, right?
Philanthropy.
Now you got me. Now
See, it's not that easy to say. Here's what we're doing, and I'm very excited to announce. We've been doing this now for like 9 days, I think. We decided we are giving away $100,000 cash of our own money. No strings attached, no sponsors. That's just $100,000 from my bank account to yours. On Twitter, we are making a tweet every day for 100 days, giving away $1,000 every day for 100 days to 2 winners, 500 apiece. All you have to do is retweet and comment with your PayPal info. The retweet is annoying, I know, but all these bots require some kind of action to draw a winner from. And that's it. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to comment and tag 25 friends. And basically, we just want to get cash to people who need it now. You know, the unemployment rate is like, it's crazy. It's over 20% now. It's staggering. It's scary.
I think it's going to continue to get worse too.
So anyway, we wanted to help in whatever way we could. And so the best way we could think is just to send out cash to my dogs on Twitter. Now, Brendan Green, the creator of PUBG, hit me up and was like, yo, I want to give 50 grand. I was like, awesome. So we have 150 grand now. So that means we get 3 winners a day. Papa John donated 100,000 extra dollars. What can I can't contain it. So now we're up to $250,000 in the help fund, and that's 5 winners. Am I doing? Yeah, 5 winners every day. That's $500 a piece. That's $2,500 every day, you guys. Exciting stuff. So make sure to follow me, or you don't have to follow me. Listen, I'm just saying, watch my Twitter, okay, at 12 o'clock. That's when these raffles go out, okay?
Up next, of course, are Ethan's numerous recorded donations to Palestinian causes.
Hey, Ethan Klein, thank you for the dono. Ethan Klein gave $6,500. My goat.
Ethan Klein, this generous, nice bastard, donated such a huge amount at one point. He found my stream out of nowhere.
An army could grab Kuwait.
Yo, Ethan Klein, parentheses, your boss. Thank you for the dono. Thank you for $1,000, $1,200. Thank you so. $1,250. Is that the top one right now? Let's see. Oh shit. Yep. He beat the other dono by $10. Sorry, Peter. Appreciate you. We're gonna have to hold that L.
I would encourage folks to consider the World Food Program has a Gaza Appeals page that is dedicated for sending food just for Gaza.
Lena, can you donate 1,000 to each one of those orgs for us? And then I hope that other people will join in supporting your cause. And it's great to know that there's that.
The World Food Program.
That's it. Yeah, that's really a good recommendation. Yeah.
I know those people for sure. They are getting food into Gaza right now.
That's great.
Those trucks that you hear about, that's all them.
Quick disclaimer, some of these clips include Justin Roiland, whose later controversies understandably cast a shadow over his appearances. That said, it's important to separate that from the good the A Street podcast was able to accomplish during those moments. The very first A Street charity stream was launched in response to the devastation caused by Hurricane Harvey, and it was nothing short of incredible.
Hurricane Steve Harvey has devastated Texas.
Ripped through it.
And I read this morning there's another, even more powerful hurricane on the way that is going to ravage Puerto Rico. Is basically going to be wiped off the map, and Florida is going to be absolutely slammed and Bradburied.
Totally fucked.
It's a Category 5. It's getting bad, and our fellow
fellies.
countrymen are in need. Okay, so we've organized charity stream, have a couple laughs here, a couple of drinks, responsibly, of course.
Yeah.
And raise hopefully a ton of money with your guys' help.
Should I do this on the cheek
here?
Make it small.
That's cold.
Ethan, you gotta start sweating on purpose to make that wash away. On your forehead or your cheek?
Justin, right wherever you want, Judas.
I'll do it here. I'm gonna be real gentle about it.
The numbers are still going. Holy shit! What? What the hell?
Where did that come from? Holy crap!
We're at 100. That was so crazy to watch go on.
The community rallied together, and by the end of the stream, they had raised nearly $250,000 for those impacted. Ethan himself personally donated $5,000, setting the tone of what would become a long-standing tradition of generosity and using the platform for good. In this next clip, Ethan is reacting to a cut video where 7 high school students have to decide who among them should receive $1,000. As the video played, Ethan and the crew, and even much of the audience, were skeptical of one of the girls who ultimately won. There was a sense that her story might have been exaggerated or even fabricated. But in a surprising and powerful twist, she actually called into the show to share her side of things. What followed was a really genuine moment that challenged everyone's assumptions and Ethan's willingness to admit when he might have been wrong.
Work that many hours because you have to pay for food and your transportation and stuff. I mean, I'm gonna give it to Heather if you are. Pretty cool with that.
Yeah, I'm totally fine.
I think we're gonna give it to Heather.
Wow.
I just feel really bad.
This is not a pity thing.
Stop.
This is obviously a really big need. So
Yeah.
we're set.
Okay, that was nice. They came together. I'm doubting Heather. I am doubting Heather. The kids were nice.
Yeah, I tried to read the comments, but they're turned off.
Oh, for real? That people probably went crazy on Heather.
Basically, the whole story, I was working at Domino's, basically full-time. I stepped into management when I was only 16, and I was working 30-ish hours a week, and the minimum wage in Washington was $12 or something like that. So per paycheck, I was making around $500, upwards of $500 per paycheck, working full time also as a student. And where I live, Ubers and like Lyfts are around like $15 to $20 per ride. So, for example, in the mornings, I'd go to school, $15. I'd come back from school, $15.
Okay, so that
I'd
was
go to
your
work, $15.
hard-earned money.
That was all of my hard-earned money, and it went all towards rides, pretty much, because I couldn't get them from like friends or family. So it was just me and myself and I.
Well, you know what? Fucking hell, you did deserve that, Thawi. I'm sorry for doubting you. I think my life was too privileged, and a lot of people in the comments were saying, that's normal.
No, I did end up getting $1,000, but it was weird because I didn't get the money immediately. I would kind of had to like keep asking them like, hey, where's my money at?
I was
Because,
actually
I wanted to think.
They're so...
I fucking knew it.
Yeah, those
Knew
companies
that
are always like that. It's like,
always
bro,
like that.
It's like, they gave me the money because I need it. How long did it take before they actually paid you?
I think it was like a month because I had to keep sending them emails, and like apparently the lady was like out on like pregnancy and maternity leave, and so I had to get in contact with like a bunch of other people to get my money, but it was a handful.
I mean, everybody in that room was convinced that you deserved it, right? So somehow there was a disconnect between what the viewers saw and what the people in the room understood.
Yeah, there was a huge disconnect. All of the other cast members, we got to know their stories a lot more in depth.
You know what, Heather? Heather, you know what?
What's up?
Give me your email.
What's
I'm
up?
going to send you $1,000, and I'm going to send it tonight.
No.
You don't even have to wait a month.
Way.
I'm going to send you $1,000.
No way, Ethan.
I'm sending you $1,000, and you tell those motherfuckers at what was that channel?
Cut.
You tell Cut that Ethan pays on time.
Next up, we have Wali, a fan favorite who's brought so much joy and positivity to the H3 universe. After getting to know Wali and hearing more about the challenges he was facing, Ethan didn't hesitate to step up. He highlighted Wali's story on the show and encouraged the audience to support his GoFundMe.
Wali right now has been saving up money we're trying to save up for him and trying to raise money for him right now. On that, we made a GoFundMe and it raised it's at like $250 right now.
Yeah, we're gonna.
He wants to.
Yeah, go ahead.
He wants to buy a bus so that he could fit his wheelchair, because he can't go long distances like on foot. I guess like he gets really sweaty and breathes really hard, and it's just like one time we walked to my car from here, and like he looked like he just had a full like workout.
Right, so he needs like a handicap van that has one of those ramps that you can drive the mobility scooter
Yeah.
up.
Ever donate $1,000 from us. Get that going, okay?
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you. You brought
And
us
you
a
know
lot
what?
of joy, Wally.
And you know what, Wally? Use that money for whatever you need. I mean, don't feel obligated to do anything. That's your money. You do with whatever you want with it. You know what I mean?
The campaign ended up raising nearly $13,000, showing just how powerful the H3 community can be when they rally behind someone in need. Up next is another powerful example. Ethan helped set up a GoFundMe for RSGLORYANDGOLD, a beloved RuneScape YouTuber who was battling terminal brain cancer and facing overwhelming medical debt. Ethan used the platform to share his story and bring awareness to his situation.
Crazy is, the minute it started to hit me, I was in the bathroom, and I'm checking Twitter, and I get a message from Tony, GLORYANDGOLD. You guys probably remember him. RSGLORYANDGOLD. He's the guy that Keemstar falsely accused of being a P word and like ruined his life. He's the RuneScape player guy. He messaged, I'm saying it just coming up, right? And I get a message from Tony that says, quote, "I'm dying very soon. Can I call you?" I was like, what the fuck? I was not ready for that.
That is.
So I talked to Tony for like an hour. About how he has brain cancer.
Oh, poor Tony.
So
fucked. That's horrible.
Eventually we got talking about he wanted help with starting a GoFundMe. So we got it set up here. I donated $1,000 already. Because like he has terminal brain cancer, and he doesn't want to like leave his family with a bunch of debt and stuff, which is insane. Only in America. Only in America. I said to him, I was like, damn, dying's expensive. Kind of funny, but kind of not, right? So we'll drop the link.
It's true, it is.
We'll drop the link in the description and the chat. But yeah, if you guys want to support Tony, our good man Tony, he's got the GoFundMe now.
And once again, the community came through in a big way. The fundraiser ended up raising nearly $43,000, providing some much needed relief during an incredibly difficult time. It was a touching reminder of how the internet, when guided by compassion, can truly make a difference in someone's life. Next up is one of the most unforgettable fundraisers, Ethan's infamous butthole candle. Created as a parody, but with a serious mission, raising money for prostate cancer awareness.
You guys probably all remember Gwyneth Paltrow made a candle that smells like her vagina.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you know what? Fuck that. If she's going to make a candle that smells like her vagina, I'm going to make a candle that smells like my butthole. And this has been in the works for, God, how long, Dan? Like
4 months, 5 months.
So we are donating all the proceeds to a prostate cancer charity.
That's nice.
Yeah. You guys remember we made the candle that smells like my asshole?
Of course.
People started to get it. By the way, we raised almost $8,000 for prostate cancer.
That's awesome.
I wish I would have bought more because I wasn't really sure, but those things, man, they sold like
hotcakes.
Like hot farts.
Yes, that's right.
Ethan helped 2 extras from the viral Willy Wonka experience disaster, where attendees expected a magical wonderland, but were met with a poorly decorated warehouse. The Oompa Loompas had been mocked online and weren't paid fully, so Ethan stepped in to support them.
Wow. This is what they advertise? That looks great. What the fuck? AI created this space? That's beautiful.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the right is the real.
So this there. This is the entrance.
Is it still open?
I don't think so.
No.
I think people got real angry.
Yeah.
Payment was advertised on a booking site at $631 for 2 days of work.
We know that.
I mean, listen, they're really trying. So here's the Oompa Loompas. They have some kind of chemistry experiments. Dude, I would feel so bad if I was her.
To a baby.
This whole situation is just so sad. I just feel bad for everybody involved.
Good out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
Know, so she tried her best.
Yeah.
She says, this is really embarrassing for me. My job is teaching kids yoga, and I go into schools and stuff, and I do kids entertainment. This is none of our faults. We just got the job, and we were given the script.
Honestly, they're heroes for staying and giving these people an experience.
Right.
And did you ever consider just leaving?
I know, I keep asking myself that. Yeah, like I think I just stayed because like we just tried to make the best of the situation. We were kind of like, whether we like it or not, like there's gonna be families coming in their hundreds, and we don't want to all the actors walk out and make it even worse.
You guys are troopers. And were you paid? Did he end up paying you guys?
We've been paid half of what we signed a contract for.
Oh boy. You're not gonna get that other half, are you? How much does he owe you still?
About 200. So
Okay.
like about $230 maybe.
So
I don't know the exact.
because I'm the Willy Wonka of YouTube, some have said, I have a generous spirit and the curiosity of a child, and the good nature and love that only a man like Wonka can embody. I would love to pay you what he screwed you guys out of.
All right, thank you so much.
I'll make sure you guys getting paid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, I am just really I really am the real Willy Wonka of YouTube. I want to.
Although Jake Dolittle later turned against Ethan, their first interaction was actually positive. Jake had spoken out about being ripped off by the D'Amelio family, who used his photos in their book without paying him. To make things right, Ethan stepped in and gave Jake $500.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so let's see. Here's the book. Okay, interesting. So here's the page with your photo. Which one is it? The one of her jumping kind of...
I'm trying to watch the stream, but yeah, there's only one of her jumping, yeah.
Okay, so that's that one and another one.
Yes, another one in the book that was not used in the Instagram post.
On a page that says tips for posting to social media. Tip 1, don't pay your photographer.
Okay, so this is interesting. So basically what happened is you realized, hey, they put the photos in the book. You reached out to them via the same kind of channels you had before, and nobody got back to you.
I reached out to them through multiple channels. I texted my contact, another contact, and then emailed them directly.
And everybody ghosted you?
Correct.
Interesting. I think the D'Amelio family could pay you like $500, right? And then you'd be happy. I mean, I'm now it's a whole different thing. Now it's a whole legal shit. I don't know. But stay on the line. I'm gonna send you $500 because the D'Amelio family didn't.
Stop it.
The D'Amelio family didn't pay you $500. I'm gonna pay because they're cheap fucking freaks.
It's like a Romeo
or their
Juliet.
Team, or their team is.
Well, yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. So you stay on the line, okay?
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna make you
I
whole.
have a question.
Go ahead.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
If you look over my resume, can you keep your $500?
Stay on the line. Are you in LA?
He did say he was subscribed.
I'm not in LA. I'm remote, but love
You're
it killing
in
it out
Maine,
of
bro.
Sweden. I bet you I could kill it.
Okay, so stay on the line. I'm gonna give you the 500. I'm gonna give you the 500 to make you whole. And remember, D'Amelio family, Ethan pays on time.
That's right.
And also send your resume. Stay on the hold. We'll get both, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank
Again,
you, Jake.
you
Thanks
didn't
for
need to
sharing
do
your
that.
story.
Thank
It was really interesting, and you're a great caller. So thank you, Jake.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, bye. You too.
During Ethan's lupus saga, he opened up about feeling guilty for being in a privileged position to afford his medical care while so many others struggled in the US healthcare system. In response, he took action and personally helped pay off medical bills for several people in need. Although the clip I'm about to show you says he's only going to pay one person's medical bills, I think I remember on a See You Next Tuesday that he paid at least more than one person's medical bills.
Yeah. And every time I talk about this, I'm reminded about how fortunate I am to be able to do all these things. So if you have medical bills that are crushing you or causing you problems, send it to Dan. I'm gonna pay one of them off.
Dan is gonna personally pay for them.
No, I'm gonna pay for one of them.
I thought you were like, okay,
volunteering.
give it to Dan.
Yeah.
Well, that happened on the stream where someone was like, you know, my on the See You Next Tuesday.
Right.
Did they ever reach out?
You know what? No.
Huh. That's a shame.
I mean, I actually had several other people reach out because of that. So.
We'll find a good candidate and I'll just pay their shit off.
Okay.
That's very generous.
Just pay it forward a little bit, you know. I am very fortunate to be able to go see Dr. Lupus.
Here's a fundraiser that Ethan and Trisha organized during their time on Frenemies, putting their platform to good use despite the chaos the show was known for.
Because of all of the Vlog Squad and David stuff and all the essay, we thought it would be appropriate to start a fundraising campaign for RAINN, which is the leading charity organization for helping victims of SA and abuse and all such things.
I think it's great.
I think it's fantastic.
We already met our goal, so there's no pressure to donate.
That's what so here's what we did a whole thing. Me and Trisha each donated 10,000, except Trisha, I was like, you bitch. She gave 10,100.
I don't know why that's showing, because you said you did that too. It said for fees. I wasn't trying to upstage you, although hindsight I should have done like more, but it said for fees, so like 10,000 went to the charity and then like fees were $100. And you said you did that but didn't show up or what?
To be honest, my accountant donated it, so I didn't
So
even.
she's probably like,
But
no.
she probably was like, no fees.
Well, that's why it says that. But hey, I'm happy to donate a little more.
But anyway, we each put 10,000 each, and then we set the goal of 20,000 because, like Trisha said, I don't want to be like expecting. But if you want to help donate, if you want to, you know, I like to turn this thing into a positive here of all these things happening. So, and raising awareness. So I'm going to put this link in the description. So if you guys want to donate, Frenemies, Team Frenemies, let's go. And something funny to note is that me and Trisha, having put 10,000 apiece in, we're already the #1 team. And guess who's #2? Miramax and Weinstein. Yeah.
Together, they raised nearly $48,000 for charity, showing that even amidst drama, real good can come from it. A fan named Patrick, who was battling a brain tumor, made a heartfelt post on Reddit to grab Ethan's attention. He said it was his dying wish to speak with Ethan and the crew, and to share his swan song project, a special coffee blend from his company, where 100% of net profits would go towards feeding families in Ukraine. With the support of the H3 podcast, that wish came true. Together, they were able to help feed over 1,500 families.
That's my boy, my #1 hater. What's up?
Ethan? Hey, man.
What's going on? What's your name?
My name's Patrick Phelan.
Patrick. How are you doing, bud?
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm, you know, like I'm kind of up against the wall, as I wrote in my post, but I'm full of hope and like trudging through all the doctor's appointments, doing what I got to do to get healthy, and you know, hopefully I can pull through this thing, and like this whole thing is just a really good dinner party story in a few years, you know?
Well, if you can survive that Jimmy Lee segment, what's the situation there? Are you on like chemotherapy and all that?
Not on chemo. We did an operation about 5 months ago, roughly 6 months ago, called a gamma knife procedure.
Whoa.
Gamma knife?
Yeah, dude, you should look it up. It felt like I left planet Earth and was on the Starship Enterprise for surgery. What they do is they take what they normally give in a 6-week course of radiation, and they condense it to about a half hour. So it's like a fire hose of radiation.
Holy shit.
And the reason it doesn't like, you know, damage all the tissue between, you know, my skin and my tumor is that fire hose gets split up into like 280 like little individual straws. And so it's like 200 and something little tiny beams all around your head that all converge on a single point inside your skull. So it's kind of like surgery from the inside out. Like
You're
just
still
like
working, bro?
Dude, bro,
what
I'm so glad you asked. I had just started a coffee company with my fiance and my sister-in-law, and COVID made it so that we had to, you know, furlough like 30 plus employees when we got the mandatory shutdown. And I was the guy. Like I had to roast the coffee, and my sister-in-law and fiance, you know, we had to keep the business afloat. So I actually roasted every single bean of coffee that we sold.
Yo, can we get some of your coffee? I want to try it out. We'll buy some. Yeah, you don't need
Dude,
some. We'll buy it.
Like seriously, watching you taste some of my coffee.
We should do
like
some gamma knife coffee, dude.
It's all gamma knife coffee at this
Yeah,
point.
let's do it. Dan, you're in touch with him? Let's get some coffee. We'll do a testing.
Sure.
Oh man, I hope it doesn't suck, because that'll be really sad.
Samantha's off screen here. She's a little camera shy, but she was like, "Oh, it doesn't suck."
Okay, all right. I'm gonna hit that shit. Patrick, the whole foot soldier army's behind you.
I know, it's amazing, dude. So I have a coffee right now that's like super select, small batch. It's roasted by.
Oh, here it is. I'm on your website. It's
it's
Slava Ukraine.
Yeah, which means glory to or long live Ukraine.
Glory to Ukraine, baby.
Yeah, and it's every bit of the profit is going directly to feeding and clothing and housing, humanitarian or refugees out of Ukraine.
All right.
And it's totally impactful. Every $50 spent provides a week of meals for a family.
Let's go, man. Fiddleheadcoffee.co. This is the website. We found it now. I'm gonna buy everything. We're gonna do a whole taste test when we get the coffee. I'm gonna be honest. If it sucks, I'm gonna spit it out on air.
You heard
bro.
what he said about Mr. Beast's chocolate the other day.
Yeah, you heard what I said about Mr. Beast's chocolate. I'll be honest with you, Patrick. I don't care that you've got a brain tumor.
We're partners.
We've also got an update from Fiddlehead Coffee, the fan who called in last episode with a brain tumor. He said he's gotten a bunch of orders. He said, quote, I woke up this morning having raised enough funds to provide a week of meals to over 800 refugee families and counting for a month of meals for 200 families.
Sorry, I was muted. I just saw that I actually have an email from him from just 2 hours ago with a further update. It's actually up to 1,500 families with a week meals, medical care, counseling, and assistance.
Fiddlehead Coffee, guys. Love that man, and I'm glad that he's selling some coffee. Oh, yeah, dude. Shout out to Fiddlehead. Fiddlehead Coffee.
He came through big.
Our boy, our Fupa Trooper who called in a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
The coffee is fine. The mug is nice.
Shout out to Patrick. I'm rocking his merch today, by the way. He's
Oh, my
got
goodness.
merch too. So.
That is good coffee. Nothing like a fine cup of coffee in the morning. This is the first cup of coffee I've had in 2 weeks. This is the official coffee of the H3 podcast. This is our boy and his wife, Fiddlehead, who called in a few weeks ago. A month ago at this point, I don't know. Who's battling a brain tumor. And the boy, he sent us so much coffee.
He hooked it the fuck up.
Man, this coffee is good.
And I haven't gotten an update this week, but I'm just looking. Yeah, last we saw, thanks to all the Fupa troopers, it was 1,500 families with a week of meals, medical care, counseling, and assistance for safe housing in Ukraine. Thanks to you all. It's probably higher than that now because that was, that was a couple weeks ago.
This is the best cup of coffee I've ever had. First one in weeks. Top of
beautiful thing.
Top of the mug to you.
Shout out to Patrick once again for everything he's doing.
Fiddlehead. It's Fiddlehead. Damn.
Fiddlehead. Fiddlehead. You keep saying fiddlestick.
I was
Put
making
it
a
in my
joke.
head.
Fiddlehead coffee, the best.
Sadly, in July of 2023, Fiddlehead Coffee announced that they would be closing their store due to Patrick's declining health and ongoing financial struggles. Members of the H3 subreddit rallied again, sharing his GoFundMe for the brain tumor surgery and leaving messages of support on behalf of the community and the show. As of now, I don't know Patrick's current condition. His last update on Reddit was about 10 months ago, but I truly hope he's doing okay. One day, Ethan was filming a video for his personal YouTube channel where he discussed the reality TV show My 600 Pound Life. At the time, Ethan was facing his own struggles with weight, and he found himself deeply inspired by a man named Casey King, a former participant who famously lost 600 pounds. While looking through Casey's post-weight loss photos, Ethan was moved, but also saddened to see how severely Casey's skin had stretched after the dramatic transformation. Wanting to help, Ethan set up a GoFundMe to support Casey's skin removal surgery.
I keep getting asked about the skin. People think it's gone, but sadly it's something I have not done yet. Maybe someday down the road I'll get the whole situation figured out, but for now I'm focusing on losing weight. I don't really like these photos, but it's my reality. Love it or hate it, it's me. Fuck, what a guy though. Can you imagine how hard it is to lose that? How can we get him some skin surgery? Can we do that? Like, did he get he got a job at Home Depot? Can we get him? How much does that cost, that skin surgery? Does anyone, if anyone has a contact with him, we should see if we can fund some skin surgery for our boy. With us today is Casey from 600 Pound Life. We had mentioned him on the previous episode I posted about the 700 pound kindergarten teacher. And I wanted to do a little bit of checking up on you. And we got in touch with you, so I'm really happy that we were able to get in contact with each other. But here's something I wanted to do for you because I think we have the means and we'd love to help you. Why don't we send up a little GoFundMe to do a little skin removal surgery? Just to set up a little something for you?
No, listen. The funny thing is people on like Instagram have been telling me to do that forever. It felt weird for like two reasons. One, I didn't know a price, and then two, like it's weird for me to set up a GoFundMe for me.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll set it up, and I got $5,000 on it. How about that?
I appreciate that's pretty dope. I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's super cool.
And I bet you our fans are gonna come through with some generosity as well.
I mean, you send me the link. I'll post it on my page, and people can. Like that's awesome. I appreciate it. Like it just feels so weird and disingenuous for me to set up a GoFundMe for me.
Well, we got it. You don't got to do that anymore.
I appreciate it. That's awesome. Thanks a lot, man.
Ethan personally donated $5,000, and thanks to his platform and generous supporters, the fundraiser went to raise over nearly $21,000. Ethan Klein donated $10,000 to a dog shelter, not because he had to, but because he felt morally obligated. After the heartbreaking loss of his beloved Yorkie Shredder, Ethan wanted to get a new puppy to fill the void. He chose to go through an ethical breeder, a decision he knew might upset some fans who strongly support adoption. Ethan didn't owe anyone anything, but knowing how much his audience cares about animal welfare, he wanted to do right by them. His conscience wouldn't let him move forward without giving back, so he took the extra step and made a generous donation to a dog shelter.
We got a Yorkie puppy.
What?
Oh, and before you come at me, I donated $10,000 to a dog shelter, okay? So give me a fuck.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Because people go, oh, you bought a dog. Because he's a Yorkie. You have to buy.
Oh, got it.
From a breeder.
All right.
A very ethical, good breeder.
But
who took great care of him. What?
But a breeder nonetheless.
Yes. And we don't believe in eugenics around here. Even when it comes to dogs.
Right.
As mentioned in the previous entry, Ethan's beloved dog Shredder passed away at almost 6 years old. The love Ethan had for his dog touched his audience deeply, so much so that the H3 Reddit community rallied together to donate to various animal organizations.
Just to get it out of the way, some of you know, some of you don't. We missed most of the week because can you say it? I can't.
Yeah. Well, this week was Shredder's last week. We had to do it this week, and so it was really hard. But we had 2 full days to spend with him, which was really nice. So we didn't work, and we just spent the whole day with him, 2 full days. It was really nice. We got to do all of his favorite stuff. And took him to his favorite dog park, and Ethan made him his favorite steak. And yeah, he really went on the best note possible.
I can't.
At home.
Yeah. I can't really talk about it yet.
Yeah.
But just so you guys know, kind of, just so you know, that's where we were. That's kind of what we've been dealing with. So I'm probably not going to talk much about it any more than that, at least for now. And that's what it is. Actually, I do want to say thank you to everybody who, there was lots of really thoughtful messages I got and really beautiful gestures. On the subreddit, you guys raised what, like $3,600 for various animal shelters and organizations. That was really sweet of you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you
Such a
guys.
sweet idea.
And the crew sent us this beautiful bouquet of flowers that was very nice. Thank you guys for doing that. It's very thoughtful.
The H3 community ultimately raised about $3,800 in honor of Shredder. One day, Ian shared a story about rescuing a severely injured stray cat and taking it to the vet. Ethan, heartbroken by the cat's condition, stepped in to cover the emergency vet bill. On top of that, he donated to the rescue organization that took the cat in and gave them a heartfelt shout out, hoping to drive more support their way.
Yeah, a friend of mine posted this over the weekend. Can someone please help me trap this kitty and take it to the vet? Someone hit it and its back legs are broken, or tell me what to do. It still runs away so fast with its front paws. So yeah, my friend posted this on Instagram.
So cute. Such a sweet looking kitty.
I know, so cute. But if you scroll down, you can see a little more of the little kitty here.
Aww.
Yeah, there she is.
Such a cute little Siamese.
Yeah. The vet came out and he was like, "Who told you that this cat was hit by a car?" And I was like, "Oh, they just said, the neighbors said that." And he was like, "Oh no, it was shot with a pellet gun." So I know this is kind of dark,
Imagine shooting a kitten with a like that is such serial killer shit.
So this was a friend of yours' neighborhood, Ian?
Yes, but they said it hit her spine a little bit, and that's why her back legs weren't able to work. And they were giving me, the vet was very kind of negative about it, saying that it might be worth considering putting her down. And the likelihood of her legs working was small, and quality of life stuff, it's tough. But I was really torn. I was sitting there, I was by myself, and I was talking to you guys and everyone, and everyone was very helpful about it. But ultimately I took her home. This is where the story is actually a good thing. So the next day I was calling around. I was talking to the foster places. I was trying to find somebody. I was getting told like it's almost impossible to find somebody to take a cat like this because it's a lot of work. They might need diapers. There's a lot of attention, and it's kitten season, so everyone's super swamped. So I was telling Sam this, and she said that there's this guy that she gets on Instagram recommended to her, who she follows, who specializes in rehabbing cats like this. So his name is David Loop, and
Loop, there it is.
Yeah, Loop.
Here he is.
Yeah, so I linked.
I
his,
told you
Instagram.
when you told me the vet recommended putting her down, I was like, dude, there's no shot. Like these cat rescue people are like the most hardcore people alive. Like they will go to every length to care for these kitties.
So competent.
It's amazing the passion that this guy had. So I was like, is he in LA? Sam's like, I don't know, actually. But I looked it up and he was really close. Within like 30 minutes, he texts me back. He's like, here's the address, bring the cat now. And so I drove her out. I went out to his like compound, this kitty compound. There were cats everywhere. There was like probably 30 cats running around. A lot of them had been injured. A handful of them had been shot with BB guns before. They took one look at her and she was kind of spooked and her little back feet moved a little bit. And they saw that and immediately they were like, oh, we're going to be able to work with that. We can probably get her to walk again. Yeah, he's got a donation link and stuff. So if anybody wants,
I will definitely be donating.
Shout out to David.
Poor kitty. But first of all, hold on. You yada yada to really maybe the most important detail, Ian. The most important detail.
Yeah. There were expenses for emergency vet. It's pricey, and Ethan threw me $250.
Wow.
So thank you. Also,
not only that, I believe everybody kind of chipped in ultimately, right?
Of people on the crew.
This is a pro cat podcast. No matter what they've told you, they'll tell you I hate cats. They'll tell you I'm a Nazi. They're all fucking liars. They're all rats. In fact, I even like rats, even if I use it as a pejorative.
I love rats.
Love, so cute.
Great animal.
I had pet rats growing up.
And so much so that, let me click David's link here.
Let's put it in the description.
Yeah, I just pinned it in the chat.
You can buy merch. You can do a monthly donation, a one-time donation. So much so that here today on the H3 podcast, I will beat all the cat hate allegations and pledge $1,000.
Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing.
What a freaking saint.
Is Lena here?
I'm here.
Let's pledge $1,000 one time.
Wow.
To our friend David Loop Loop.
Well, you want to?
People are complaining that we talk about cats too much on this show.
It's true. It is true. Yeah, if you guys want to follow him on TikTok, I think he's just David Loop everywhere.
David Loop 65, it seems like that's his.
Yeah, he's kind of popping off. That's really cool.
Yeah.
The lead singer from Portugal the Man, John Gorley, did a concert with Zach and was invited to go on the A Street podcast to talk about his daughter Frances, who has a rare disease.
Yeah, I was hearing a little bit about, or reading a little bit about this condition your daughter has. 1 in 6 in the whole world. I mean, Jesus, it doesn't get rarer than that, does it?
Yeah, I think with genetic testing, I mean, just like the nature of it is you're going to find that there's a lot of 1 in 6.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I think that's just like, so what comes with her disease is like it's Parkinsonism, it's like Alzheimer's, dementia with kids, essentially.
Oh my God.
I think it would have just been put under that umbrella back in the day.
Wait, you said it's like Alzheimer's, dementia, and kids?
Yeah, so,
Oh my God.
so it's like neurodegenerative, progressive.
Jeez,
I mean, the main
man.
things that we see are like it's cognitive stuff, you know? Like her attention span is really pretty short.
Oh my God. I'm so
But,
sorry. My heart goes out to you, man.
Yeah.
That's so hard. So, like, when did you guys start noticing, I guess, symptoms of some issues?
So I guess it was around like 3 years old. She, it was just she wasn't the average kid. Yeah, she's just different, you know. And we took her in for evaluations. We couldn't really figure it out, and then I think about 3 years ago she started having seizures. And like just one of our friends noticed. They were like, "Yo, she's like she fell down a few times," and we tried to catch it. Took her into the doctor, and none of it showed itself. So Zoe, her mom started just documenting everything. And she went from like she was having a few seizures a day to it was really, really fast. Started having every 10 minutes. She'd have these like absent seizures, which they kind of get misdiagnosed as behavioral issues.
How does it
Francis. She just zones out for a second.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, so if you're like, "Hey, Francis," and she doesn't look at you, kind of just looks like attention.
Okay.
But yeah, she started falling down like a lot.
I actually, just because we were talking about your daughter, I know you have this GoFundMe that I want to support. It says, "Francis changed my life, our search for a cure." Can you explain basically the...
Yeah, so we're actually partnered with a foundation, and Lorem, which helps fund research for these rare diseases. And dude, this was like the heaviest thing to me was when they told us what it was. Okay, we need to develop ASO's genetic therapy, gene therapies. Like we need to develop a treatment for Francis. And Zoe and I go, okay, cool. Let's sell the house. Let's do all like everything we can. And I mean, the response from the doctor was like, oh no, it's not that simple. It's not like money. Like it's not money that you have. Just thinking about the other families that deal with these rare diseases and just genetics, like kind of just our whole goal is to further the research, further the science to lower the cost for families in the future. So it's really just like we're trying to put everything we can into getting people to get out and like do genetic testing. It's the easiest thing. I mean, it's so simple now, and it's really accessible. Just to know. You know,
that's interesting.
I see that every day, like on the street. Like I see Francis.
Well, the GoFundMe, by the way, it's in the pinned, in the description. I'm definitely gonna donate to it. I gotta tell you, man. Now that I'm a father, it's like nothing. I don't think anything upsets me more than like seeing children suffer. It's just not right. It should just never happen. You know,
Yeah.
they're like just so pure of soul and innocent. It's like, it's just so, I don't know, it shouldn't happen.
And the parents too, you know. But you guys look really strong.
Hey, thank you guys for talking about that. I did not expect to be jumping on and discussing Frances, and she is my favorite subject. And yeah, dude, thank you guys for what you do. I mean, you guys do such cool
man.
shit, and yeah, I appreciate you giving us Zach for the evening.
Yeah, I lend him out from time to time. Shout out to John from Portugal, the man. We had a really touching, beautiful connection with him on Friday. He shared really intimate details of his life about his daughter who has a rare genetic disorder. He has a GoFundMe to help fund research and such. And I'm real proud of the Fooper Troopers. You guys really came through. I mean, my goodness, man. I think he was at 170 when he came.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean,
it's
nuts.
Quite a bit.
There was one guy, a Fooper Trooper, he donated 25
I see that. Chris Putin.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Unbelievable.
Did we? I think people were saying they know who he is.
Chris Putin?
Yeah.
Putnam?
But thanks to you guys and everybody, it looks like we donated $70,000. That is amazing. You guys are the best. So nice. So nice. So happy we were able to do that for him.
And John is very appreciative.
Yeah.
He texted me after and he's like, that was just unbelievable. And he gives many thanks for coming on and talking about it.
Yeah, I'm glad. I like that. It's just an unexpected, beautiful moment. Take your time. That's what happens here on the H3 podcast. You know what I mean?
With the support of the H3 podcast, the GoFundMe increased by over $60,000, with Ethan Klein personally donating $5,000. Next, Ethan showed support for HungerFF's fundraiser while he was recovering from a serious prolapse injury.
I put a GoFundMe up because I figured that eventually there would come a point in the next, because I have 6 months until I can really film again, and I've only got about 2 months worth of content left.
Oh, that's good. You have some preloaded content.
I pre-filmed. I always pre-film it in advance, but it'll come a point where I have to either re-strategize about how I'm releasing it or how, and I just anticipate there being some fallout from that. So and then I also have, the surgery was like $100,000.
Whoa!
So,
holy.
Yeah, it's a massive surgery.
What about insurance? Does that cover that?
I have insurance, but it's like I'm still responsible for like my deductible and co-insurance and all that stuff. So it's just it was an expensive, unforeseen cost that I wasn't planning on. So I did put up a GoFundMe. So if and your guys' fans have already been amazing. I've been reading the notes and stuff, and it's all from H3 fam and H3 fam this, H3 fam, H3 fam. So
we care about your colon, man.
Thank you.
Hunger has this GoFundMe up. We'll put it in the description if you guys want to support our boy as he continues in his healing process.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna donate $500 right now.
Come on.
Well, we are. I'm actually going to handle the payment.
Yeah, all of us.
with that.
The thing is, it's a company card, so it's kind of like we.
Really? Then why did you ask me how much I want to donate?
I said we in the chat, didn't I?
You said, what should I donate, actually?
Well, why are you asking me then? Why even ask me if it's our money?
Oh, okay, we won't ask next time.
There you go. We won't ask next time. Don't worry.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it in general. So thank you guys so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
Welcome.
Thank you for your time.
I want you to heal. I want you to take this time and enjoy it as much as you can.
Thanks in part to the boost from the H3 community, his GoFundMe ended up raising nearly $16,000. There's no video clip to go for this one, just a message from their community manager Ray, who shared that Ethan paid for her Nana's funeral, possibly even enough to cover for two. It's a reminder that Ethan likely helps people behind the scenes more often than we realize, and funeral costs can easily run into the thousands. When planning their second live show, Ethan canceled the event after the ticket service added unfair fees, choosing to refund everyone. He even went a step further by offering to cover costs for fans who had already booked non-refundable travel and hotels.
Things first, the H3 live show that we had planned for the 26th.
Yes.
Was
right.
Brad buried. We pulled the effing plug on that B, and it was so. I don't want to throw any blame around. Okay. But here's what happened. We were. I don't know how to say
There
this
was
without.
just a lot of misunderstanding in the process of the prices on the tickets.
Right.
So.
And somebody put the tickets up without finalizing the details with us. First of all, we were misled about the price. Like, we were told there was going to be $3 in services fees. So the ticket is $30. I kind of wanted to do them for $25, but then they threw it up for $30 without consulting. So then I was like, okay, fine. So $33 was what I thought would be the final price out the door. But what ended up happening was there were so many fees, so much taxes and shit. It ended up going from $30 to $50. So two people coming to do our live show would end up paying $100 to come watch us just do the podcast.
And it's just a podcast.
I wasn't comfortable with that at all. I mean, our last show at the Improv was $22, and like, I don't know if there was like a couple bucks service charge, but it wasn't.
But that was it.
It wasn't 50% of the ticket price. And so, one, the tickets went up without us knowing, and the price was a little higher than I wanted. And then two,
we didn't realize at first all the fees that came with it.
That's
Only
what
after people complained to us.
I was like,
"Wait,
what the hell? I thought it was just $3. I thought a ticket would cost $33 plus tax. And so then I saw that there was these insane fees, and I was just so pissed off, and I yelled at them, and I was like, dude, this isn't right. This isn't the way it's supposed to be. So they go back to the venue, and then the venue magically reduces the convenience fee from $10.50 down to like $3. And then I was like, okay, can you refund everyone who already bought tickets? They're like, well, I don't know. We're dealing with the AXS, and I'm like, dude. And it just, and I was just angry. I was like, why didn't you reduce the price from $3 out the get-go? Like, what the hell? They says, well, nobody asked us to. I was like, okay. The whole thing was just super sour, and it just didn't feel right anymore. And we weren't sure if people were going to get refunded who bought before and after.
Most of all, we really didn't. That wasn't the price we wanted for this kind of show. And
$100?
It's made us uncomfortable that people would pay so much, and also a lot of people have to travel, so you'd pay for traveling, food, drinks, and $100 for tickets. It's like
$20 for parking. Downtown LA. So we're just like, you know what, this isn't right. Let's just pull the plug on this. So everybody who bought tickets is getting a full refund, including all the convenience fees and everything. And I know on Twitter, a couple of people were like, well, I bought plane tickets. And so I did genuinely feel bad about that. So what I offered on Twitter, and if anybody's listening, bought tickets in an airplane ticket, email dan@h3productions.com, and we will help compensate you personally on that.
One of the kindest and most wholesome things Ethan ever did was finally give Papa Gut a Teddy Fresh hat. It was a small gesture, but it meant the world to Papa Gut and showed Ethan's thoughtful side.
maybe on the Oreo stream that they were
watching the Oreo stream. Uh-oh, stinky.
Influencers and hosting galas and like.
I think I streamed too early for you to watch my stream. Whatever, dude. That's fine. I'm not gonna take it personally at all. I don't take it personally at all that she watches Nicholas the Oreo stream, and then she just doesn't happen to. I mean, because she's the owner of Teddy Fresh. I don't know if you guys know this. Like, oh, we watched Nicholas the Oreo stream. Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, okay, but you know what's really cool? I got a hat. Oh, wait a minute. You didn't send the bald guy a hat. Wait, hold on a second. And now I'm taking it personally. I'm taking it personally, dude. What's happening here?
How you doing, Dan?
Papa Gut H3 crossover episode when I get my hat. I don't know if you don't really watch the Ethan show, right?
Me? No.
Yeah, but you would if he could send me a hat, right? But basically, I pretty much
interested in helping Ethan or helping to divert his pathway.
I'm just interested in getting a fucking hat, bro. I'm just being real.
Where that's on.
And for a second time, the first time being, where the fuck's my Teddy Fresh hat? You're the owner of the company? Excuse me.
With. And could it be?
I think the reason I haven't gotten a hat is because, like, you guys see the whole thing going on with Mace Vanilla or something? I don't really know her name. You know, the people that worked there were like, oh, we like you a lot. We want to send you stuff. Oh, okay. Like, that's cool, right? So somebody who likes me, you know, there must have wanted to send it. You know, maybe Zach. Because, you know, Zach's the only... Zach is obviously the best person on the you know, the podcast. And so they decided that they're not going to get me this fucking Teddy Fresh hat for a bald man who's balding and wears hats consistently. I saw your fucking message, Ethan. I don't know if it was you, but I see you motherfuckers, and I see that they raised me, by the way. They fucking raised me. I've been on a harassment campaign of Ethan Klein harassing him about the goddamn hat that they didn't send me. It started as a little joke that I said as my wife and I were opening the very generous package that they sent us of Teddy Fresh. Solid quality, by the way. Made a joke about no hat, kept the joke going over and over and over again to the point where I even reached out to Ian. He reached out to Ethan, and I said, "Good job. Hats off to you for the debate that you had with Hasan." It was a nod. It's a nod at the hat. I'm just trying to harass him about the hat. I find it to be a funny joke. My wife hates it. She thinks it's very unappreciative, but I think the meme is funny. They reach out to me last night. Teddy Fresh reaches out to me, and they said, "Hey, we're sending a package on the way." They send you the code to track it. Hat. We're all out of hats, though. We're all out of hats, though. Okay. All right, you're out of hats. How the fuck are you out of hats? What the fuck? So I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that this is just we're going to war over this hat at this point. Okay, Ethan, we're going to war over this goddamn hat. And all I have to say though is that when you do finally send me a hat, there better not be any fucking netting on the back of the hat. I hate that shit. Okay, there better be a nice fucking hat, dude. If there's any netting on that hat, I'll still thank you for the gift. Tried to ruin Ethan's family. Wow, that's terrible. It's horrible. Who would ever do that? What's even the justifier for that? Not having a hat?
After all these fucking years, can't find a spine to speak up. You know why? Because they'll get murdered.
Yeah, maybe they need a hat. Ethan can come off as petty. I get that. And he sent me some Teddy Fresh, which was pretty comfortable. He sent me Teddy Fresh, pretty good stuff, and he didn't send me a hat. They should send me a hat though. H3 should send me a hat, Joe.
Clear if Nuke's with.
Also, my wife's in the chat saying that it's in my head. No, it's not. You can go on Reddit and you can see plenty of people harassing them about hats. So let's open it up. See what we got. Look at this. The first thing is a hat. How beautiful. They finally gave me my hat. All right. It's a hot mom hat. Wow. Okay. The only problem is I have a really fat head. This is not a joke. It's like I have a tremendously fat fucking head. See? So usually when I get hats like this, I have to tuck them in like this to wear them. There we go. How do you like that? We got that. We got the hot mom hat. I think the postal service. My head is so fat, dude. I barely fit into this thing. That's crazy. I don't even have the back on. My wife said it. She's like, if you get a hat, dude, like you have such a fat head. Like, unironically, I almost broke my mom's like pelvis coming out of her vagina because my head was wider than my shoulders. So this is a good hat for my wife. Unfortunately, my head is too fat. I have a fat fucking head. The nurses yelled at her too. They said, "Get up! You got to get moving." The doctor said they're surprised that she was alive. All right. I'm surprised they didn't send me 45 hats just to fuck with me. That would have been funny. Wait, oh, these are, what's the bathing suit really in this thing? Let's see. Oh. That's not bad. What do you guys think? Teddy Fresh Papa Gut. What do you guys think about that? All right. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. I'm sweating. My head is sweating, but I feel like I have to wear this. I got to get an AC down here just so I can wear Teddy Fresh. Ethan! I'm hot down here. Ethan, I was wondering, I got to get an air conditioner down in my basement because I'm a little warm. I like the hat. I think I could break it in. I was wondering if you would co-sign it. You would grandeur. I forgot what the word was. An air conditioning for me. I would really appreciate it.
Ab and Preach. Once minor critics of Ethan on YouTube had some public disagreements with him in the past. Even at the height of their beef, Ethan offered to help them during one of their most darkest moments, showing a level of compassion that went beyond online drama.
We got a bit of a problem where, as you can see in the title, it looks like the Jubilee channel is trying to have us deleted. Yes. We had videos recently that were flagged, some new, some old, by a company called LDS Affiliate, which on behalf of Jubilee is flagging a bunch of their videos saying that we are infringing on their copyright. Now, I'm not going to make a video about something like this normally. I appeal it. I go through the same steps that I do with all the other channels. Generally, after an appeal or two, everything gets undone, but this time no, they're going forward with the removal, and they're saying if these videos are not removed in the next 5 to 6 days, they will give us a copyright strike, and there's enough of them that we'll probably get 3 copyright strikes and have all the channels removed. First off, gotta give a shout out that Ethan Klein of all people contacted me private. I said, oh my god, is that H3 in my DMs? Is he about to? Nope. And he was there to say, hey, bro, you need a lawyer for this copyright claim. I know the best in the business. I said, oh, shit. Avengers. Because that shit was crazy. It's like the enemy of my enemy. Oh, man. So shout out to Ethan, okay?
Last night we let the Rizzler talk. Even Libby Dunn was getting rich.
During the peak of the LA wildfires last year, Hila designed shirts to help raise funds for several charities that directly supported relief efforts. But after doing some research, I learned that Teddy Fresh has done a ton of philanthropic work, including donations to the Zoo Wildlife Alliance, $60,000 to the United States Forest Service, raising funds for Forest Alliance and Polar Bear Alliance, nearly $45,000 for Mental Health America, donations to Fair Vote, $50,000 for the Texas Elementary School Victims Fund, and almost $51,000 for the Koala Hospital and New South Wales Rural Fire Service. Tons of incredible work has been done by Teddy Fresh, and they don't get nearly enough credit. Next, we have a moment where Ethan stepped up to do the right thing. Ian had promised his Creator Clash coach, Michael Briggs, a bonus but never followed through, so Ethan took it upon himself to pay the coach the bonus money he was owed, making sure he got the recognition and compensation he deserved. And afterwards, Ethan allowed Michael's wife, Kate Yang, a platform to talk about her survival story of being a child bride, which is something that Ian and Anissa would have never allowed.
We were also promised a bonus on CC1 and we never got it. But because Michael was so nice, he didn't want to make Ian feel uncomfortable and ask Ian and Anissa about it. I was pretty upset by it, and I thought it wasn't fair because how is it that we put on this great event, we raised $1.3 million for charity, and he promised us a bonus, and then right after the event, he just kind of pretend like he's too busy to check in with us.
As the resident capitalist, this was not discussed beforehand. This was not offered in any way. This is, you guys are hearing this for the first time. You had no incentive to do this other than your rageful, we all mutually despising these two evil people. I'm putting words into your mouth a little bit, but I want to say here that I, the capitalist, will once again be ponying up for the right cause. It is not right that he stiffed you guys. I'm going to be sending you guys $5,000 for the bonus that you never got.
Whoa. Oh my god.
Because he should have never fucked you guys.
That's insane.
It's my pleasure to do it. I'm gonna send you guys that money. You should have got more than it from him, frankly, but
you're just an amazing person. You look very handsome in the suit today. You're generous with your money. You're just all around good guy, good family guy, great dad and husband.
Thank you. Communist never.
I'll say thanks for reimbursing me and Lena for her training. That was very nice. The check cleared.
I can't believe you're giving me $5,000. This is crazy, dude. I was coming here just for fun. That's nuts.
Oh, you said, sorry, I didn't hear you. You said you were going to give him money too, Harley?
Yeah, Harley.
What you said?
No, but basically what I'm driving as, I want the best for you guys. It's totally unfair how you guys got stiffed.
Next is another unfortunately cursed Justin Roiland charity stream. While Roiland's involvement has aged poorly, it wouldn't be fair to ignore the incredible effort and generosity from everyone else who participated.
So we are doing this in honor of the tragedy, the tragic loss of property and life that occurred here in California from the fires. Actually, I feel like a lot of people think about what happened here in California as just a bunch of rich people lost their houses, which is, true to some degree here in Los Angeles. But what happened in Northern California, in the city of Paradise, this was not a rich community.
No.
14,000 homes were destroyed there.
Yeah.
The entire city was wiped out.
You can't really wrap your head around just how destructive that is.
Let me show you a video that, I agree, but here, I pulled up some media to kind of show you guys the scope of destruction.
The stream ended up raising nearly $160,000 for charity, Ethan personally donating $4,200. Another really thoughtful thing Ethan regularly does is shout out small YouTube channels, helping them gain visibility and grow their audiences. He does this all the time, but here are some of the most notable examples.
And I want to give a shout out to somebody who made such a nice video. This was really, really a nice thing. Tall Skeleton, who I've mentioned before. Did you guys watch this?
I watched the first 10 minutes of it yesterday.
We watched the whole thing last night.
You guys should all
That
watch
was
it
like-
because it's super complimentary towards
Oh,
all
yeah.
you guys.
I watched this. Very good.
H3 Podcast, the most innovative show on YouTube by Tall Skeleton. We'll put the link in the description, I guess, and pin it and stuff, so y'all can watch it.
Oh, sure. I'll put it in the description right now.
Yeah. Shout out. There is, posted by a new channel, like 100 subs, this video has like 200 views. Sure, all from our subreddit. The Jomo Show, #1. The Second Coming of Jimmy Lee. Somebody edited together an hour-long episode, 50-minute episode, of what can only be described as a fever dream of epic proportion. It is phenomenal. It's well edited. It's original. Clearly, whoever put together is talented and very funny.
So good.
And I'm just fucking confused as shit. Like, is Jimmy involved in this? Did you ask him, maybe?
He's the one that sent it to me. Oh, no, I forgot. I was installing
Does he know who made it?
Let me ask him.
I unironically believe that Adult Swim would buy this. This is the type of shit that I would die to see on Adult Swim at 3 a.m.
Right.
Let me play it for you guys.
We got there.
So this guy, Alex the Fiction, has made this unbelievably well done 2-hour, 40-minute long video, the H3 Iceberg. Now, I started watching this and I got sucked in for like 15 minutes and I was like, fuck, I have shit to do, but I want to watch this later.
It's really good.
It's just to give you an idea, yeah.
Hello, and welcome to the H3.
Oh my God,
This
yes, the
iceberg is
Esteban.
structured from well-known and obvious.
No, that's not the Esteban.
It connects.
Are you sure?
Well,
That's the,
he
no.
needs
It's
more
not
separation.
the Esteban. What do
To
you
me,
mean?
that's the Esteban.
What? That's like a goatee. That's like a classic.
That's like the
Do you
truck
not
goatee.
have?
It doesn't connect.
It looks just like. Oh, I
And he
guess
has a
you
full
don't have
beard.
any on the. Oh, I take it all back. I take it all back.
Yeah.
Alex, your facial hair is great.
It's
though.
great. It's just
great.
not the
Yeah,
Esteban.
with peace and love, Olivia, you have no idea what you're
You're
talking
right.
about.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have spoken.
Alex the Fiction is here.
Oh, he's here.
my God.
And he's
He
not
says,
happy.
member of 2 years, salutations, salute. He says it is not the Esteban.
Yeah.
So even he is
I know.
taking
I know. I'm
issue.
so sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, just to like,
I am so sorry.
I believe it. Oh, and then the other thing is he got collaborations from all these people.
What?
Oh my God,
Contributed.
yes, he does the jeopardies too, and he gets all of them together and plays games.
But with all that being said,
We're
check it out.
We're way over.
We'll put the link in the description. We'll
I'll do that right now.
You can spam it and chat too, Mod. And I'm gonna watch it myself. I'll try if I remember, and you guys can remind me. I want to keep plugging it because it's such a great video, and frankly, it's useful. Like this, we've been needing a video like this.
So next, I just want to do a little laundry list of all the nice things Ethan has done for his employees. I'm sure I'm missing a ton of examples, but these are the ones I was able to remember. He fully reimbursed Lena for her boxing training, even though that should have been covered by Idubbbz.
After speaking with the Creator Clash team and with Lena's opponent and everything, it was sort of like a situation where she could be in it and not promote, or Ethan offered to reimburse her.
So yes, I'll be making sure that Lena's not out of pocket at all for this event. It's my I'm taking care of my people. I don't want you guys to have to fucking take a loss because of their incompetently run stupid ass event.
Which is very kind of you, and also is shitty. We don't. We're not happy about taking money from you either. But yeah.
Don't worry about it.
He also gave money to both AB and Lena so they could visit their families and didn't have to drive all the way back home.
And I told the story when me and Lena were driving to Michigan.
What happened?
We were driving to Michigan during break because we missed our flight or something. I forget what it was. Oh, we didn't get a flight in time to my brother-in-law's wedding. And we were ready to drive. And you like kept calling me on the highway and I didn't realize, and you're like, dude, don't drive. I'm like, oh, it's fine. I'm used to driving. I like it. And you're like, no, dude, please. Is it a money thing? I'm like, no, it's not a money thing. And you're like, I just sent you money for a ticket. Please buy a plane ticket. Bought me and Lena tickets to go home when I first started.
Nice.
Never told anyone.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for saying that. Touching. This is my favorite part of the presentation.
That's really sweet. That was really sweet of you to do.
Thanks, bro.
Ethan, by the way, I just found out my cousin's dog died yesterday in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, drowned.
You need to go to the funeral?
Drowned. And they're doing an on-site funeral out there, but I'm going to have to swim.
When Len was figuring out where to live, Ethan let us stay in his pool house, rent-free, until he got settled.
Hey.
What are you doing?
I'm just watching some Sky 5 live.
No. You have the pool house. I already told you like 3 times. Don't come in here like this.
You were upstairs.
You don't understand the rules. You stay in the pool house. If you want to come into the main house, you have to text me 24 hours ahead of time to get permission. You cannot just come into the house.
Upstairs.
No, dude, get out. Stop. Leave the drink.
Drink.
We have to have rules.
I thought it was like an exception type thing.
Why? All right. Do not come back in here, please.
Okay.
Get out.
Okay.
Go to the pool house, bro. Stop. Go, dude. The fuck.
I also remember Zach saying Ethan paid for a speeding ticket during one of their Vegas trips. And Ethan also gives the crew gambling money whenever they go to Vegas. He also regularly buys them lunch, suave to the point where it becomes a bit on the show, and he offers his team unlimited PTO. And if that's not a great boss, I don't know what is. Here's a clip of Ethan's donation for cancer research, and look how upset it makes Hasan.
Why did he donate $1,001? Is it because he wanted to like one-up someone? Is that what it is? Wait, he actually fucking... This is his donation. I'm glad you're finally watching my video, and I appreciate you using it as a chance to do some good by raising money for charity. I hope you'll engage with it honestly and with integrity, and perhaps even walk back some of your rhetoric. Suck my fucking dick, Ethan.
What's with this reaction? Why can't he just say thank you?
Okay, $1,000 also, broke boy. Not even a fucking fraction of your goddamn watch. Go complain about it. Clip that shit and be like, oh my god.
He's acting like the money is going to him and not to help people with cancer. Ethan's message wasn't even negative. I think Hasan knows Ethan was trying to be nice with this donation, and Hasan just can't process it because he will never have the level of integrity that Ethan does.
I can't believe he's casting aside $1,000. What the fuck am I supposed to walk back?
And I know if he hears this, he's gonna be doing his fake laugh. Hasan, you might raise more money for charity, but you will never bring the same level of positivity that Ethan brings.
By Ethan's logic, he can now go give someone cancer, which I think he gave all of us a little bit of brain cancer today. But you know, since he donated $1,001 to cancer research, now he can spend the rest of time giving people cancer.
The truth is, Hasan has a shelf life because he doesn't have the same level of stubborn nature as Ethan. Hasan doesn't have the same interests as Ethan. He will inevitably become his own worst enemy. He will inevitably cook himself. He might think he's riding high on the slop for a little bit. He might think he's being showered with praise, an army of anonymous redditors telling Hasan he's brilliant, but at the end of the night, when he goes home in his race car bed and he looks himself in the mirror, he's not going to recognize who he's become. That's it. He's turning into a lol cow of a different variety. That's what I think. I also wanted to give Ethan some credit for the Content Nuke charity stream. Although it was Hasan who set it up, without the Content Nuke, there is no Nuke Cancer charity stream. At the very least, Ethan is indirectly responsible for so many donations going to cancer.
Ethan gave 10K. Let's go. Yeah, I want to. First of all, I want to thank Player Unknown for the 20,000. Anonymous gifted 12,500. Ethan Klein says peace and love, gifted $10,001.
I want to end this video on a lighter note by highlighting some of the love that Ethan shows to the people most important to him. There's something genuinely inspiring about a man in a long-term marriage openly showing affection for his wife, kids, and pets.
There's one amazing thing in our life right now.
Really? What?
Like, our life has changed.
What's happened?
Since we got a puppy.
Yeah, you get the joke. Hey, Shreds. Yeah. Ow.
This is Shredder.
This is Shredder.
Prince Shredder.
This is Prince Shredder, the new H3 mascot. He is our soul, our lifeline, our life, our love, and everything that we live and work for. Look at this. He's like a perfect little living teddy bear. And I actually want to say thank you to my wife, my beautiful, supportive, one-of-a-kind, love of my life, who, even throughout all these tough times, as always, she's always got my back, you know? It's like ride or die. So I'm a fat slob and you're like a good-looking, nice girl.
I think also it's because we're not really touchy on camera, but it's because I find it weird. It's like when you're hanging out with friends and then there's this weird couple who has to be like,
it's fun.
Schmoopy.
I personally find it obnoxious, and I'll tell you guys.
Like, we are...
Schmoopy!
We do have nicknames for each other, and we
Ew, don't sell them that.
And we do, like, show affection to each other, but that's like in our private time. Why would we do it on camera?
It's not, guys, we're not making jerk-off porn for you, okay? Sorry, guys, sorry to tell you, this shit is fucking rock solid, okay? And we don't need to kiss on camera and fucking hug and be all cute just to satisfy your guys' fucking desire to know that we actually kiss and cuddle each other, okay? It's not about you, dude. Sorry we're too confident in our relationship to take it there. But should we kiss each other now, just in the spirit of, should we do it? Should we finally do this? Should we finally prove to them that we're not brother and sister?
I guess we should.
Ew, gross. Ela, get away from me. I can't believe you take the fucking joke that far, trying to convince people that we're actually married and not siblings. Yeah, Ela, I would consider you my best friend.
Oh.
Would you consider the same of me?
I think so.
I mean, shit, you're pretty much my only friend.
Yeah.
You're sucking all the light from the sunset. You sucked all the light right out of the sun. I just can't even compete. It's just completely gone. There's no sunshine left, Ela. You are way too radiant and beautiful. You shine way too bright. I've been blessed in my life. And Ela's been the source of all that blessings. It's true, dude. It's fucking true, like. So thank you to both you and Theodore. Thank you to Shredder, who's been such an angel throughout all this and is so patient and loving. We love Shredder like our own son. He is our firstborn.
Mr. Shredder, he doesn't get his treats anymore because of his kidney condition. And so we found out that he really loves fruits and it's healthy for him. He does that when he wants something. Shredder, I'm working on it. Good boy.
Alfredo ASMR.
I love their little crunchy sounds. Shredder, why are you not eating? Come on. Do I need to hand feed you? Oh, it's the fly. Shredder gets super weird when there's a fly in here.
So here she is. So this is before that photo, actually. This is literally the second after. And these photos are so powerful, in my opinion. Those tears of joy and the expression on her face with the baby there. I mean, it's like awe-inspiring, you know? He's got his little beanie on. He was just like, what the fuck? So this is after they weighed him. I'm on the other side now and I can see his face. I feel like he's already grown in 3 days. I know it's weird, but he already looks different. He already looks more like human. Yeah, just look at this. I mean, it says it all. For me, this is like such a powerful photo. I mean, God, what photo can say more than words, right? Dude, can we appreciate how beautiful Ela is? This is directly after giving birth. Yeah, let me wipe your nose. Thank you, buddy. I'm watching music videos. You guys want to watch?
Yeah.
You want to sit here? Say what? They're Minecraft shirts?
Yeah,
they
talked
showed it
about
up for
Minecraft earlier.
It's twisty, so it's a little hard. Good? All right, nice. All right, let's watch. This guy's name is Abba Albanza.
Okay.
And he doesn't make any sounds. You want to come here? Okay, hold on. What do you think? A lot of these people are Christian, by the way. This is Christian reggae artist. There's something about Jesus that just makes people want to do this.
The island vibes.
No.
What do you want me to do? Huh? Why do you want my hand there?
Traditional vow.
Because it's not.
Wow, it's all crazy for me to have my hand here like this. Good.
I'll be glad to hand them over. The vibes on this page are looking unhinged, to be honest.
All right.
Of course, I'm sure there are plenty of great moments I missed. So if you know any standout good deeds or wholesome clips, drop them in the comments. If there's enough, I'd love to make a follow-up. At the end of the day, I think Ethan really does try to be a good person. But like anyone, he makes mistakes, but I hope even his harshest of critics can acknowledge the bigger picture and see that overall, he's a net positive in a pretty chaotic space. And just so you know, this is a part 1 of a 2-part series. In a few days, I'll be uploading the counterpart, the top 10 worst thing Ethan Klein has ever done. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See ya.